The person that took me in, my great-grandfather, who was age 80 when he took me in, aged and passed away at about age 86 and 87. Now I had to find another place to go. So I was sent, or I should say I was just taken at his funeral by another relative. This time, about 11 or 12 age that I was heartbroken, but I didn't know what my life is going to be like. Then, the lady that took me from the countryside turned me into a maid. I worked all day. I cooked, cleaned, carried water from a distance. I took up to 100 pounds of grains to the mill. I washed clothes while carrying her young child on my back and served diligently for the next 5 years. After 5 years of serving my relative, she decides to take me to Addis Ababa and drops me off out to just go and find the next relative to live with. At that point, my world turned upside down. I have never been to a big city like that before. I left it when my mom died at age 5. I don't know the city, and it's really a big city. So I start looking for someone to live with. As I did that, I tried to locate my dad, whom I heard was alive and running business in the city of Addis Ababa. I couldn't locate him, but I found another relative to live with. So my life continued with working hard and going to school at night and working again and again for no pay. At the end, my dream, my vision, my hope was that I would stay in school so that one day I'll be somebody. That was my focus. I didn't mind the work. I didn't mind even the beating that had happened so many times. I did not mind the name calling. But I did suffer a lot when each relative beats me up and kicks me out to the street to find the next relative to live with. I don't know how I did it. I stick to my school, even at times when I'm homeless, until I go and search and find the next relative to live with. I still went to school. By doing that, God had helped me to graduate high school, which in time I'll let you know what I have gotten, because I stick to my school because I was determined not to give up. After I graduated from high school, I looked for a job, but there was no job. I thought earning a high school diploma was like earning a PhD or something. I thought I could find a job, but it didn't happen. I looked and I looked and I looked for 2 years. No employer was willing to give me the lowest paying job or anything at all. At the end, I was almost helpless. I left my fate in the hands of God. But God is good. I thought he forgot me. He didn't. Out of nowhere, something miraculous happened. I was told that I won an immigrant lottery to come to America. I couldn't believe it. But there was a little problem. The lottery came with a condition that I could not dream to fulfill. It wasn't too many conditions. There were two, to be exact: finding a sponsor in America and buying my own plane ticket. But I was almost a homeless person. I was going from relatives to just, have a roof over my head and for my daily bread. It may not look that hard to find a sponsor or to even find $400 American dollars to buy my ticket. That was the price then, 20 years ago. It was hard. It felt like pushing Mount Rainier at that point. But then, considering to not fulfill the conditions and missing out the chance I was given wasn't an option that I would even consider thinking about. I fought again, like I always do. I did everything I could. I wrote to relatives, people who have relatives or families or friends that have someone that they know in America. I begged them to ask, if they can find me a sponsor. God was good, again, with a lot of hard work, and it was some miracle. I met the conditions. That's why you see me today on this stage. I made it. I came to America. They're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I have come to America October 28th, 1990. It's been almost, I think, 21 years or so. I've been working hard since. I've never taken for granted being in America. I was so blessed and thrilled to be in a country, in the land of opportunity, in the land of justice for all. I was given a permanent residence in America where I didn't have a permanent residence in my own country for 20 years while I lived there after my mom passed away. I'm here on this stage today to motivate you, to inspire you, to encourage you, more importantly, to empower you not to ever give up on your dreams. Hope is always alive. There is no dead end until we die. Even people who are on a wheelchair do a lot of great things because they believe. If you believe in yourself, and if you have faith, and if you have commitment, and you stick to your commitment, you can make things happen. I have been here, like I said, 21 years. I've done quite a few things. I'm going to tell you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you. I didn't get a chance to go to college because I was raising 5 children, beautiful and very smart kids. But I've taken any job that I see fit. I've never thought about, oh, this is for man or this is for woman, I see any job, if another human being can do it, I can do it. Because of this mindset, I drove a taxi, like Simon mentioned earlier, for 9 years at night. It may seem dangerous, but it can be done. There are things that mostly female can't consider doing. And I have been a medical assistant, I've been a correction officer, I have been a real estate agent for the past 6 or 7 years. And here I am, being an author, a motivational speaker. Why do I do all of this? Because I don't want to take any of my potential to my grave. I want to use all of it here